Hi guys. Today I wanted to do a topic that I was thinking about. I think let's go ahead. It's a little bit on the more deep or philosophical side or something. So what we are looking at today is what's blocking love in your life. What's blocking you from getting the perfect relationship, the kind of relationship you want. Maybe you feel that you attract the wrong type of people. So what's blocking you from getting there, right? So we have three piles in front of us: pile 1, 2 and 3. Pile 1 is the tiger's eye. Pile 2 is the red jasper. And I'm going to put it here so that you guys can identify it better. And pile 3 is the banded amethyst. Okay, so please pause your videos and pick your pile. What is blocking love? Right, so let's start with pile 1. Okay, so pile 1, what is blocking love from you with the tiger's eye? Cycles. Nine of Swords. Strength. Surrender, obsessive thinking. And surrender to joy. Okay. Okay, so pile 1, what is blocking you from finding love? All right. So the very first thing that I'm seeing here, okay, is that first of all, I sense you guys with this strength card here. Okay, you guys are strong people. All right, I think you guys have gone through many cycles in terms of connections, in terms of relationships. um, you know you know what they say, for relationships that come for a reason, a season, and for a lifetime. So I sense you've been through connections, you've been through cycles in relationships, and you are waiting for something that is eternal. All right, you're waiting for something strong, for something that lasts. All right. And so for that kind of perfection to come in love, all right, it is going to take some time. All right, I'm seeing that you are not in the right cycle right now to actually come to this area. All right, so it's almost like aspiring for a higher love. All right, that's what I'm hearing. You guys are aspiring for a higher love after having been through the treadmill of relationships, connections, all of those things. All right, so what's really, this is not exactly a blockage. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't term it a blockage. I would say that it is more of you waiting for the right person to arrive. All right, so it's taking time. Yes, you're going through maybe during the time you wait, you guys are going through this obsessive thinking. All right, Nine of Swords and surrender obsessive thinking. This is a double energy. It says if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So what I'm seeing is that firstly, you guys are not in the, you're going through some sort of a cycle in life, some sort of a phase where you are waiting for something that is very special. Okay, something very strong, something very special. You're done with all the, casual stuff. But to bridge this gap to getting here, you are indulging in obsessive thinking, worrying, sort of having sleepless nights here. I'm literally seeing, like, I don't know, this is a very, it's not a very pleasant card, frankly, in this deck. All right, it's not a very pleasant card. So please apply the situation as it fits. But I sense that you're having sleepless nights, you're overthinking. For people who are thinking about a specific person, you're overthinking about them. People who are looking at just finding love, the singles, you're overthinking, will I ever find that person, yes, no, whatever. Okay, there's just a lot of analysis, a lot of anxiety, reflecting on the past. I do sense with the cycles, I feel you might just be reflecting a bit too much on the past about what you did right, what you did wrong. You don't need to do any of that. They're saying surrender obsessive thinking. This is an apple here that she's holding. So it's almost like this is like, the proverbial apple in the Garden of Eden. Okay, it's very tempting to obsessively think about something, right? It's very tempting. You just keep analyzing and wondering, where do I correct myself? What do I do? You don't need to correct yourself. You're already on the path to this. All right, you guys are already on the path to getting this kind of love that you want. It is something that will come to you. It is something eternal. All right, it's something strong and lasting. All right, it's something given to you because of whatever you have gone through in life. I sense you guys have gone through a lot. All right, it's coming, but you need to stop analyzing it. You don't need to change anything about yourself, pile one. Okay, there are, I'm sure in the other piles there might be certain attributes or behavioral traits that might come up that you need to change. But in this pile, the only thing that I'm seeing is what you need to change is this obsessive thinking. I mean, take the focus off of this, right? And surrender to joy. I mean, just be happy being yourself. I sense you guys are thinking a lot about the past also, because this person is looking, at the past here, right? And looking at the past and obsessive thinking. So it's like they're saying, turn the dilemma over to spirit. All right. So there is nothing you can do by overthinking it. You need to turn it over to the universe. Okay, because you really don't have to do anything except that. This is what is blocking you, I sense. It's kind of, I mean, it's not exactly a block. It's more of, I feel you just getting impatient because, it's taking time for this to come. So you getting impatient, that when is it going to come? And then that makes you, in retrospect, think about the past. Maybe you've done something wrong. Maybe it's karmic. You know what I mean? We tend to second guess ourselves. We need to criticize ourselves. We criticize ourselves sometimes because things are not coming. But really, what is happening here is you're just overthinking it. There's nothing you need to change. You are in a certain cycle. You need to complete that cycle. This cycle is transforming you into someone strong, somebody who is joyful in themselves, someone who loves themselves. All right, I am seeing that also in this card. This cycle that you guys are going through right now, it's more about self-love, about harnessing the strength within you, harnessing the love within you. It's almost like the universe is blessing you with the gift of you, right? So you need to actually surrender to, this cycle which is going on, which is about your transformation. All right, it's about you coming into your own, you coming into your joy. Okay, now if I read this card, it says surrender to joy. It says a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. This is what this card is telling me, that you need to be in the moment. All right, you need to be happy with what you have. All right, with the mind, if you go with the mindset that this is coming, all right, instead of getting so caught up in the timing of it, cycle, this is also telling me about timing. You guys are very, very obsessed about timing. All right, you need to let go. I know it's easier said than done, but what else can you do? I mean, you either get to this, this love that you want, you either get to it by, being happy, or you get to it by being obsessive. I mean, take your pick, right? This is going to come, and it's going to come in the right time. You can't push that, you can't change that, because there are certain things in this time that you're waiting, there are certain things that are going on. It is about self-love, it is about self-worth, it's about living moment to moment, not living in the past, not living in the future, but living in the moment, the current moment, enjoying the now. Surrender to the universe, right? All of these are things you are learning at this time, so it's best to surrender and just be happy about whatever is going on in your life. There might be so many things, right, that might be going that might be going good for you. There might be so many areas of life. You need to take your focus off pile 1, okay, from this obsessive thinking about, is that person going to come, am I going to remain single all the time, is this person, that if you are in a partnership, is this person going to commit, or all of that stuff. Please apply it as it fits, but you need to get out of this stuck thinking. I'm literally seeing like you guys being stuck, going over and over in this cycle. The cycle also reminds me of you thinking over and over and over again on the same things. You need to get out of this cycle. You need to actually, quit this obsessive thinking. This is the main block that I'm seeing, right? Too much overthinking, too much anxiety or worry about what is going to happen. This is going to happen, all right? This is definitely happening, but you need to sort of, get to this place by being happy. All right, I really see this as you, like enjoying moment to moment, kind of keeping yourself busy with your hobbies, with your friends, with your lifestyle, whatever it is you enjoy. Do that, and before you know it, you will have arrived here, pile 1. All right, and I'm seeing this as something very beautiful. Okay, I'm seeing this as a love that is offered to you, that is going to be enduring, strong, blessed by the universe. This person is going to be loyal, protective, someone who is always there for you, someone who has your back, someone who's romantic. I mean, I'm seeing so many things in this card. This could even be someone you get to marry in the future, all right, or a very significant love in any case. But you're not focused on that actually. By worrying, you are focusing on something else. Your attention, your face is somewhere else. You're going round and round and round, all right? Face this way, move to this place with joy. Like I said, you can either move to this place by worrying, or you can move to it by joy. I mean, take your pick. Which one is easier? Right? So this is what I'm primarily seeing with pile 1. Okay, what is it that's blocking love? Overthinking, not living in the moment. All right, so please guys, try to change that mode, because you're getting stuck there, I sense. Right, so now let's go to pile 2. So pile 2 with the red jasper. Take off your masks. Ace of Swords. The High Priestess. Surrender your fear of change. Surrender to divine timing. Okay, so pile 2, what is blocking love in your life? What I'm seeing, the very first thing here, with the take off your masks card here, I'm seeing that there might be a tendency for you guys, to to put on masks when you're, interacting with people, when you're talking to people. There might be a tendency for you guys to actually put on masks and not show who you are, not show your vulnerability. So I am seeing this as one of the blocks. All right. It's possible that, when I pair up, take off your masks and Ace of Swords, it's almost like clarity. Give people clarity. Show them the hidden you, right? The High Priestess. Show them who you really are. And you are this cheetah figure, right? It's powerful. It's almost like I sense power with you guys. Okay, there is something internally which is very strong, very alluring, very mysterious, even maybe even spiritual. Okay, some of you might be very spiritual as well, but maybe because it might not, certain things about you might not be accepted. You probably, to fit in with the crowd, you tend to don masks. You don't show your true self, and that might end up in you attracting the wrong connections, the wrong type of connections, maybe casual connections or something. Okay, or just you portraying yourself in a very different way. I mean, you are not showing your authentic self, I sense, and I feel that that is one of the blocks that is stopping love. Okay, you are trying to dim your light. You are showing, probably you guys have a tendency, maybe it's even very subconscious, because sometimes we just tend to, try to mold ourselves or fit ourselves into certain sort of accepted definitions of what is popular, what is attractive, etc. Okay, so it's possible, certain traits you feel are not going to be very attractive, and thus you end up putting on this mask. You need to take off your mask, guys, if you want true love, if you want love in your life, true love, right? You need to be your true self. It's really that simple. You have to show your true self. And by true self, I mean, showing who you really are, what you really like, what you like to do, what you like to talk about, what you like, I mean, whatever, just do things that you're comfortable with. Be comfortable, be you, right? Just stop trying so hard to fit in. If for example, let's say some people want to go for, your group wants to go for a movie and you don't feel like that. You just feel like sitting home and, maybe watching something on Netflix. Do that, that's not going to make you meet a lot of people, but you never know, right? How you meet somebody. You never know. For all you know, you might just make friends online or something like that if you're a private person. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that doing things that make you feel comfortable is what is going to help in your path to finding love, all right? As well as showing that, not being scared of showing that. Now, I come to the card, surrender your fear of change. It says, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Now, this I feel is like, It's the central card. I think a lot of us, I think most of us have this problem, okay? Fear of change. People like what is familiar, what is comfortable, and so even change this, this attitude of taking off your mask might be something you fear because it's a change from what you know. But what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords is authenticity. All right. Also, when you show, this is like a moment of clarity where you probably would suddenly decide that yes, it's time for change. Maybe there's going to be some deep intuition that's going to bring you this clarity to actually surrender to change finally, because there needs to be some major change in your life. Pile 2. All right, because you being this way right now and this way with this fear of change, putting on masks, this is blocking love. All right, this is a significant thing. It's a serious thing. I think you guys need to come to some sort of a decision, come to some sort of a epiphany or something like that, and change this area of your life. There is something, I mean, it could be a change in your attitude, in maybe even, I mean, it could even be in your schedule. All right, it could be in your connections, it could be in anything, in any area, but there is some change you guys are resisting and they are asking you to change. All right, this is almost like you heading towards the sunlight once you make this change. And with this Ace of Swords, I feel, that with this snake wrapped around it, it's almost like you're protected, right? It's like you making this decision of changing something in your life, which I sense you are intuitively aware about. But it's possible it's become a habit or something like that, so you are unable to do it. But I do feel you're going to have this eureka moment or something like that where you will decide, to actually surrender to change. All right. So I sense you're protected. There is nothing wrong. I mean, yeah, there are these, lightning bolts, trying to hit the tower, but it's like, it's protected by this eternity symbol. You are going to be protected. In fact, you are going to be heading in the right direction once you make this change. So guys, think about the area in your life which you feel that needs to change, and then I think you need to take that call. Mostly I sense this is about you being your authentic self. All right, but there could be other areas. I mean, there could be anything. If it could be about gaining some sort of going by your intuition. It could be about gaining clarity about something. I mean, please apply it as it fits, but there is some change that is needed here. All right, and then last but not the least, surrender to divine timing. Okay, I know people laugh at this, but then this is the way it is, right? One needs to wait for the right time for things to happen. All right, it says sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. I sense, with the Ace of Swords here and the divine timing, whatever the love that you're looking at, I sense the kind of love you guys want is something like very deep, very sacred. Okay, with the High Priestess here, I feel that you guys are craving something deep, special, sacred, spiritual, okay? And I sense it's going to happen like, very suddenly, right? The divine timing happens and then there's a bolt of lightning and everything is clear. You have met. Once again, I get the eternity symbol. And pile 1 also had the eternity symbol, right? So you are getting your eternal partnership in a lightning bolt moment. It's probably going to happen when the clock strikes 12. All right. There's a sense of suddenness here. All right. You have to go with the flow meanwhile, and to get to this beautiful connection, which is, like it's going to give you the world. I'm seeing all colors of the rainbow in this globe, and there is this cheetah protecting this, so you are heading towards this very deep connection, pile 2. But for attracting that, I sense you need to be your authentic self, very mainly. All right, change to being your authentic self and surrender to divine timing after that. Okay, so what's really blocking you guys? I feel is that you need to be more authentic to yourself. You're probably not being. The second is changing something in your life, all right, which is not serving, you, which is not suiting you, right? Changing that, okay, heading towards something more lighter, something that resonates better with you, right? And the third being surrendering to divine timing. All right, surrendering even to your intuition here, because I sense in this pile that once you surrender to your intuition, okay, going with what you really feel internally. And if you don't know what your intuition is, then it's best to go with your feelings, because they are somewhere very much interlinked with intuition. So go with what you feel like doing, go with what your feelings are about certain situations. Stop wearing masks, stop avoiding what you really feel. So I sense these are the things that are blocking you guys from attracting love. So I sense that I think you guys need to make that change now. For that, once you do, you're coming into this, you're coming into a sacred partnership. So yeah, good. Quite clear actually. The spirit wanted to be very clear this time round, thank heavens. All right, let's go to pile 3. So pile 3 with the banded quartz. Patience. I think all 3 piles had patience. Okay, the Chariot. The 4 of Wands. Okay. Surrender your ego. And surrender to your soul's path. Right, so pile 3. What am I seeing here? What's blocking you from love? So the very first thing that I'm seeing here is that you guys are in a hurry. Okay, with the patience card here and the Chariot is the card of progress, right? It's almost like this horse is running and the hair is flying, and you want to get there fast, you want to get to your sun fast, right? You don't want to wait, you want to get there fast. And I sense that now this is for some of you, I sense, okay, some of you are waiting for the stability of finding true love, and not wanting to be patient, wanting to rush it, and get to your goal soon, okay? But for majority of you, I'm getting a very different interpretation here. I sense that you guys are very happy in your stability, in your comfort zone, is what I'm getting actually. All right, so it's almost like with the 4 of Wands here, and okay, so this is patience. When I look at the cards this way, this is a number 4, this is a number 5. All right, so you guys don't want to change. You are happy, most of you might be happy. Like I said, for some of you, you want to do this really fast, you want to get there really fast, you want your stability, you want your comfort, and so you want love to happen fast. But for most of you, I sense that you guys are quite happy and stable in whatever you have. All right, you want love, yes, but you're not in any tearing hurry. And why I feel this is a block is because you are kind of like not putting yourself out there, you probably might be missing opportunities. You might be kind of hedging yourself in, like holding yourself back from surrendering to your soul's path. I mean, your soul's path definitely is going to lead you towards this love. All right, this is a this love. I feel this is like something very exciting, something which is very balanced. I'm seeing the sun and the moon here, so it's possibly like divine counterparts. It's like, a perfect complement, something on those lines. So this is there for you guys, but you're probably hesitating from taking that path. I don't know why. I sense for some of you that you're quite good with your comfort zone, pile 3. All right, it's comfortable. You don't have to put yourself out there. You don't have to chase after anybody. You don't have to get hurt, right? And so you probably have this attitude of saying that, oh, if it's meant to be, it's gonna come to me, right? So here I sense, I mean, yes, if it's meant to be, it will come to you, yes, but I mean, you need to be at least open to receiving something like this, surrendering. It says your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Here I am actually seeing that you need to surrender to the fact that you do want love, all right, and that you will have to do something about it, all right, not just stay in this stagnant, stable energy. There needs to be some action, some progress, for you guys to actually find the kind of love you want, right? The kind of stability you want. I sense you guys want something like marriage and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, I sense with this that you guys are quite happy, being not doing anything actually, and somewhere that is linked to your ego. Okay, it's like, okay, I'm going to read this out. It says, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Not going by the words, really, I sense that this is a lot. You guys not putting yourself out there, you guys not making an effort, or being in your comfort zone, being a little lazy about it, to be honest, is kind of like something like your ego, your ego with the universe, or with your soul's path, or something like that. It's probably you guys might have been very enthusiastic in the past. You might have really chased the things you love, but now you're like done. You're like, no, I'm not going to chase anyone. I'm not gonna be the one to do that. Let whoever wants me come to me. All right, so that's almost having an ego with the universe. Okay, and frankly that happens. Sometimes we get into that kind of spot. So I do feel that you need to sort of surrender a little bit. I don't mean to that you need to chase anything, but there is some barrier I am sensing. There is a feeling of a comfort zone here, right? There is a feeling of really being irritated, enough to say that I'm not going to do anything. If it's supposed to be, it's gonna come to me. You still have the desire for it, yes, obviously, that's why you're watching this reading, right? But somewhere you are, maybe because of past hurts or whatever it is, you've kind of put up your guard. All right, you're good with your comfort zone. I don't sense any anxiety here. All right, I sense you guys being in this energy, very calm, very patient, enjoying yourself, being you, in this Four of Wands energy of having, a stability for yourself, and probably doing really well in your careers or in your work or something like that. For some of you, it's also possible. I feel that for some of you, right? So please apply it as it fits. For some of you, I feel you guys might be very stable, successful people, and that might have, caused a bit of ego to come in. So when I say ego, it might be that you might be having very high standards, or too many expectations, too many requirements, for love, right? You need to surrender that. You need to be humble for this. Love is, I mean, getting the perfect partner is something that is in the hands of the universe, right? You cannot really outline. I mean, yes, you can do your law of attraction work and all that, and you might get someone like that. But, the point is that, putting in too many requirements is what is blocking you guys, I sense, some of you. You need to surrender to whatever spirit has in store for you. So I think maybe with you guys, the ones who are like really successful, really confident, really self-assured, it's possible that your ideals or requirements are way too high. It's possible you might miss out, on the right person because of that. I'm getting this as a block, to be very frank. I am getting this as a block. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going for the kind of requirements you want, but sometimes, people come in very different packages. They could be perfect for you once you come to know them, right? But initially, maybe they are not in the kind of package you expect. I mean, I'm just giving an example, right? You guys need to, kind of surrender a little bit more to letting in different kind of energies. I'm sensing a little bit of rigidity here, okay? Which is why it says surrender to your soul's path. So there is somebody there who's perfectly designed for you, right? I'm seeing this relationship. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be progressive. It's going to be balanced. But this guy is looking this way, right? So it's almost like, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing the direction that you need to go, in order to come here. And the direction is going to be offered to you by the spirit. So you guys need to loosen up a little bit, is what I'm hearing, right? You need to loosen up on your demands, on your, for the people who are expecting too much, you need to loosen up on your demands. For the people who are comfortable waiting and, don't want to put themselves out there, obviously, you need to get into some sort of action, right? It's like two or three scenarios that I'm getting here, all right? So it's almost like, it's even possible that, if you guys are in a partnership, one of you is in the ego mode and one of you is in the patience mode, and something needs to change. One person, this person, whether it's you or your partner, needs to get off their high horse or, surrender more to their feelings. And one person needs to come out of their comfort zone, right? Needs to come out of this energy of waiting. And this is, I'm sensing, for partnered couples. One of you guys is just in this mode of, waiting for someone, and the other one is too much involved with, their own life to actually look your way. Right? Both of these people are absorbed, self-absorbed. So it's possible that if you're in a partnered connection, what's blocking you is that both of you have very different paths, right? It's almost the sun and the moon. So there is this feeling of being on totally different journeys. And they are saying if this connection is not really serving you, then you need to surrender to your soul's path and walk another direction, right? So if a connection is not suiting you, you need to walk another direction, because it's kind of being a little stagnate. I think it's kind of become stagnating. It's possible that you guys are not wanting to leave the connection because it's stable, it's something familiar, it's something right? But it's just an endless wait. There doesn't seem to be anything really working. And if you are very adamant at sticking around in this connection, then it's possible it's just your ego self, your shadow self, saying that there is still something to salvage here, because you thought this was a stable connection. So in a way, it's a fear of change also. In a way, it's the fear, it's actually wanting to control life, whereas what you need to do is surrender, to the path. Let go and see where spirit takes you. So this is what I'm getting in terms of your blockages. There are 2 or 3 scenarios. Please take it as it resonates, but this is what I'm getting. I hope you guys found this useful. Please let me know. Bye.